hi Harsh, hi Dev, hi Parag, hi Mayur, hi Kirti, hi Arnav, hi Vrinda. Been good, that's good to hear. Can hear me, that's great to hear. So without any further ado, today's topic, of course, is going to be the quick. So I'll just share my screen now so that we can all see a lot more than just my face. What's your suggestions for a beginner who wants to enter the stock market? Okay, we'll talk about that. ठीक है. Can you please explain about Nifty Bees? Sure. Okay, ठीक है, fine. So first, let's take a quick look at Nifty because Nifty is really showing some very interesting signs. I'll have to open my annotation tool also. I hadn't opened it yet. Once it opens, I'll just show you. So Nifty basically क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? We saw a good gap up. We saw Nifty gapping up from around 660 to around where's the open? Around 760. So we saw around a plus 100-point gap up. But gap up को hold नहीं कर पाया था. And the evidence for this is, again, we can see the high for the day was untouched and the low for the day was broken and retested. So basically when something like this happens, again I'll repeat क्या हुआ है, high वैसे का वैसा रहा, low टूट गया था and it was retested here, which means price went up to that opening low and then it came back down. So generally when something like this happens, we say that prices are a little bearish biased, and that is how the price went for most of the day. We can see that it gave up all its gains. जितना 100 और सो पॉइंट का गैप अप था सारा ही उसने गिव अप कर दिया. Then finally we saw this doji, long-legged doji of sorts at the previous close level, and from there we saw a bounce. So ideally around here, around this level should have been at least one of our clues that maybe market शायद यहाँ से ऊपर जा सकता है. Obviously इतना बड़ा spike आएगा, that was maybe a little unexpected, I'd say. But otherwise, apart from that, if you see, यही जो level है वो बहुत support दे रहा है निफ्टी को. And we have spoken about 17,660 before also, several times before. In fact, if you see, most of the levels that Nifty and Bank Nifty are, experiencing, they are all levels that we've spoken about because वही level के आसपास आते जाते हैं. Now, if we talk about this candle in specific, the candle before this one, ये वाला हम लोग देख सकते हैं, it gained 53 points in just 5 minutes, which is a ridiculous amount. This is most likely some form of short covering at the very least is what I would say. Maybe क्या हो सकता है कि since this is a monthly expiry का मतलब क्या है? Monthly expiry का मतलब है that all the contracts that are there, all the futures and options contracts will expire today. Since expiry है आज, अगर उसे एग्जिट करना है, लेट्स से someone had shorted, someone was short on Nifty, if they had to roll forward, मतलब उनको ये मंथ की जो एक्सपायरी है, अक्टूबर की एक्सपायरी आज हो जाएगी, मींस अक्टूबर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स विल नो लॉन्गर बी वैलिड, व्हिच इज व्हाई दे नीड टू कवर दीज पोजीशंस. उसके वजह से प्राइसेस वुड हैव गॉन अप, पॉसिबली वैसा कुछ हुआ होगा, इज व्हाट आई वुड से, बिकॉज otherwise this much buying this quickly is a little bit odd, I would say, unless there is something else that reveals itself to us. I would say this is possibly short covering, and we can see another resistance happens to be around 720. Practically just because of this one candle हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि prices जो एकदम यहाँ पे थे, almost previous low को break करने का threaten कर रहे थे, now we are actually seeing them bouncing up, and this is the perfect example of expiry drama. So someone had asked कि expiry क्या होता है? As I said, futures and options are special contracts. ये expire होते हैं, which means that they have a certain validity date. उनकी validity होती है, for options it is every Thursday, and for futures it is last Thursday, लास्ट थर्सडे ऑफ every month. Since ये अक्टूबर का लास्ट थर्सडे है, which is why we are saying कि ये monthly expiry है. So I hope that helps you a little in understanding क्या हो रहा है. Quickly, let's take a look at Bank Nifty also. Bank Nifty में इतना बड़ा move नहीं आया, which means कि possibly this spurt that we saw is likely in one of the equity stocks, Reliance perhaps. And yes, we can see Reliance में इतना ये sharp gain आया है. So maybe the contracts that were there were for Reliance. Maybe this might just be, for all we know, this might just be some big party buying these Reliance shares, and that is why we are seeing prices going up. Infosys dekhte hain, also another integral part of Nifty. We can see Infosys is also up. HDFC Bank utna upar nahi hai, and HDFC thoda sa upar hai, which means I would say, my speculation would say that it is likely something to do with Nifty 50 stocks, not directly related to banks, because हम लोग देख रहे हैं Nifty 50 के stocks जो है वो ऊपर जा रहे हैं, banks are not going up by that much. So that might be one reason. Again, you can see TCS is also shot up by a very huge amount because of this. अगर बात करते हैं बैंक निफ्टी की, नाउ लेट्स गेट बैक टू द टॉपिक. हम लोग देख सकते हैं बैंक निफ्टी वाज अ लिटिल मोर रेजिलिएंट. निफ्टी ने क्या किया, गैप अप ओपन हुआ एंड देन इट स्ट्रेट अवे डिड दिस बिफोर बाउंसिंग अप. बैंक निफ्टी हम लोग देख सकते हैं आफ्टर द गैप अप आल्सो इट रीटेस्टेड द हाई, देन इट केम डाउन and then for most of the day it was hovering around the low only, opening low के आसपास ही घूम रहा था. Then finally it broke and then now it came up. So in a way I would say Bank Nifty is a little more choppy and a little more sideways compared to Nifty, क्योंकि Nifty में एटलीस्ट हम लोग थोड़ा सा bearish trend देख रहे थे. Bank Nifty में bearish trend as such नहीं, is just choppiness I would say. So that is what my view on the indices 5-minute chart would be. We're quickly taking a look at some comments here. We'll talk about some beginner tips also, don't worry. We'll talk about Nifty Bs, which stocks are trending for this week. So typically what we do is on our YouTube channel, we have a list of, a few stocks that appear to be in interesting places. Now they can either go up or they can go down, but in that video you might be able to get some stocks that are in momentum. So wo video ke andar baat karenge, because tomorrow is the weekend, right? Tomorrow is the last trading session. Friday hai, hafte ka last trading session hai. So over the weekend we get to know exactly ki overall week ka kaisa performance tha, which is why typically my stock views and all are on a weekly basis. What are some good stocks to invest for long term? One interesting method that you can use is that, let's say you feel that Tata cars are doing well. Let's say that you feel that when house painting season comes, you trust Asian Paints the most. Let's say that when it comes to either getting stationery or something, or when it comes to some carpentry work, you trust Fevicol the most. So all these are what? These are all trusted names. They have some brand value, they have some brand equity, plus they have proven कि ये लोग के जो products और सब है वो high quality है. These are all listed companies. First is Tata Motors, second is Asian Paints, and third is Pidilite. So these are all listed companies. What you can do is you can buy shares in these companies. Now, when you talk about investing, charts and all don't always come into the picture. इसलिए मैं आपको ये नहीं बोल रहा कि आप सिर्फ चार्ट से ही एनालाइज करो. यू ट्राई टू लुक एट द बिजनेस एज अ होल, क्योंकि आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो सालों के लिए, और प्रॉब्लली इन्वेस्टिंग फॉर एटलीस्ट 5 to 10 years if you are truly investing. So 5 to 10 years के अंदर a lot can change. What might not change is the assumptions that you make about the economy, the assumptions that you make about the company's business model, and so on. So वो सब थोड़ा हमें समझना होता है, which is why investing is a very different topic. What is the difference between futures and options trading? So ideally I would like to make a separate video or live stream for this, but quickly I'll tell you. Futures क्या है? Let's say that let's say that you decide, निफ्टी का ही एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं, let's say that you decide कि मैं निफ्टी 50, I will buy Nifty 50 at the end of November 2022. Okay, let's say you decide you will buy Nifty at the end of November 2022. Now naturally अभी निफ्टी प्राइस ऊपर नीचे जा रहा है, that will of course affect the price of Nifty here. So that is like a futures contract. Basically futures के contract में you are trading the instrument directly. So futures direct instrument मतलब निफ्टी है, रिलायंस है, all of those things. And options is like a bet at where the price can go. For instance, let's say that your view is कि November end तक Nifty will be above 17,800. So आप 17,800 का call ले सकते हो. Let's say your view is that by November end Nifty will be below 17,200. आप Nifty 17,200 का put ले सकते हो. So this is how it would work. There are a lot more intricacies in this. मैं तो आपको सिर्फ concept बता रहा हूँ. But trading futures and options can also have a lot of permutations and combinations. For instance, Anmon, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but you've asked how to avoid premium decay. So premium decay is one concept that is there in futures and options, और उसमें आपका जो loss in option value due to time होता है, that is premium decay. So all of these concepts also come into play when you talk about options. But all of those are a little advanced, which is why I'm not going to touch upon those in this session itself. But coming to your question, how to avoid premium decay, what you can do is you can do option strategies. Now the obvious answer here would be, instead of buying an option, you sell an option, because if you sell an option, the premium decay works for you. आपको पैसा मिलता है premium decay के वजह से. But if you have option strategies, let's say एक साइड के थीटा में आपका 10 रुपया जा रहा है पर डे, एंड दूसरे साइड आपको, दिस इज -10, दूसरे साइड आपको +8 मिल रहा है. सो नेट योर थीटा इज -2, विच मीन्स यू ऑलरेडी reduced your theta by a lot, right? You basically made your theta 20% of what it was. So you can do theta reduction, delta reduction, gamma reduction, all of those things you can do with option strategies. What is premium? Premium is basically the price you pay. So let's say हमने बोला कि bet that Nifty will be above 17,800 November end. ठीक है, this is the bet. Now if you win this bet, आपको पैसा मिलेगा. If you lose this bet, आपका पैसा जाएगा. So naturally, to get this chance, आपको कुछ पैसा पे करना होगा. That money is called premium. So if I give you an example, let me see on my Zerodha app only, I'll tell you the exact premium which is there. Let's see. Nifty 17,800. Right now, it is 303.95 rupees. Which means अगर आपको bet करना है कि Nifty will be above 17,800, to get the privilege of betting, you will be paying 304 rupees. Roughly, this is what premium means. And this premium के ऊपर नीचे जाने से you will get your money. For example, let's say November end आ जाता है, and November end को Nifty is at 18,200, which means the value of this bet that you have made will be at least 18,200 minus 17,800, which is 400. So if the value is just 400, also assuming you had paid 300 rupees approximately for it, which means आपका 100 rupees का profit हुआ. So this is how options would in a way work. Okay, I hope that helps. Can you share some insights on TVS? The price has been shooting up. Would like to know your perspective. Sure, we can look at TVS. Is this the same TVS you're talking about? Because it has been going up since impact. Practically, it has been going up in 2022, but past few days, mein, it's actually started to come down. So at this stage, I would say TVS is likely to, not really continue its same sort of momentum. Maybe it might just retest this level. Is what I feel. ये वाला कौन सा level हो जाएगा? 1100 का level. I feel it can retest. At this stage, I don't think it's a very good buy, at least according to me. So there are a lot of technical tools and there are a lot of things that I'm looking at here. But the long and short of it is कि I feel अगर ऐसे ही जाता है, then maybe it might just try to retest this 1100 level, which is around at least 25 rupees away, and then it might decide कि यहाँ से ऊपर जाना है कि नीचे. So as of now, not a very good pick in my view. Maybe वहाँ से और नीचे भी जा सकता है. TVS Motors. Okay. So who had asked about basics of market? Yeah, Vrinda had asked about basics of market. Vrinda, are you still with us? I hope you are. So basics of market के लिए first I have a playlist on YouTube. So if you are absolutely unclear and if you are very very unsure of what to do in the markets, then I recommend you check that playlist out. This is the basics of markets playlist. I will share the link with you all. This one, of course, I'll be sharing the link. So this playlist that I have, यहाँ पे क्या है? Starting से I just talk about the markets in a very basic way, and then I have some live trades here and there that you can look at. I have some basic concepts that you can use and you can think about. So that playlist is there. I feel it might add some value. But in general, what I'll say is कि if you want to start in the market, you first learn the basics. Learn the basics matlab what exactly are shares, what are we trading here, what is the objective, and then धीरे धीरे you start learning by doing, because unless you learn by doing, it's not easy for it to register in your head. And once you have enough practice, एक बार थोड़ी सी practice हो जाती है, उसके बाद things will start making sense. But very important is patience, because unless you stick with it for a while, unless you practice it for a while, unless you have that insatiable thirst for knowledge, as they say, it will be a rocky journey, because there's just so much to learn. इतनी सारी चीजें हैं फाइनेंस में. कोई अगर 4-5 साल पढ़ता है फाइनेंस को, if you learn about finance and all for even 5-6 years, then you'll still feel that wow, there is just so much more to it than this. People have studied markets for decades and they still feel that there is just so much more to stocks and finance and all than what they know. So it's a very vast field, which is why start small and make sure you have your priorities set. So priorities set matlab, what do you expect out of it? Do you want to trade? Do you want to invest? Do you just want to be mindful of your finances? Or maybe you want to teach? What do you want to do with finance? ये सोचो and then accordingly follow your path, because the path for investing, the path for trading, very different. The path for teaching would obviously involve both of them. Kumar had asked, what is Nifty Bees? So the Nifty that we are seeing here, by the way, very interesting pattern being formed. We'll talk about Nifty in 1 second. Aaj expiry hai soon. Just talk about it since it's an important day. But basically Nifty Bees kya hai? Nifty Bees is an ETF. So you might have seen that if you talk about people like Warren Buffett and all, ये लोग कहते हैं कि S&P 500 के ETF के अंदर पैसा डाल दो. They say कि कोई भी पैसिव फंड के अंदर पैसा डाल दो. ये पैसिव फंड क्या है? पैसिव फंड इज निफ्टी ETF. So if you put your money in Nifty, let's say आपको निफ्टी में इन्वेस्ट करना है, you would do it through Nifty ETFs. Nifty Bees is one of these ETFs. There are many such ETFs out there. आपको जो बराबर लगता है आप ले सकते हो. But basically these ETFs track Nifty. There is a video of this on my channel. Let me try to find it for you. इन्वेस्टिंग के अंदर रहेगा शायद, इन्वेस्टिंग के प्लेलिस्ट के अंदर. लेट्स सी, वेयर इज द इन्वेस्टिंग प्लेलिस्ट. एम आई ब्लाइंड? इन्वेस्टिंग, हियर इट इज. इन्वेस्टिंग के प्लेलिस्ट के अंदर इफ यू सी an easier way to invest in the stock market, this 18-minute video that you see here, this talks about ETFs. और ये ETFs क्या है? They are exchange traded funds. I also have a short video on that. Shorts में मेरा अगर आप देखते हो, where are the, I know I'm plugging these videos a little bit, but I'm only plugging them because I know they are of good value to you. Shorts में अगर आप देखते हो, then it is this one. Okay, I think I haven't added that to the shorts. I'll just show it to you. It's actually a very creative video that I have made. So do check that out. This one, invest in stocks without any analysis. I'll just open it for you. This one. No sound. That sucks. Let me see. Hey Rohan, sound is there, man. What are you saying? No sound. I hope you can all hear me, by the way. So I just sent that shorts ka link. You can check it out whenever you want to. Let's see if there are any other questions. Dekhte hain. I think that's about it. Mahindra and Mahindra, overbought zone, Concor. Okay, those two we'll look at. First, let's look at Nifty. Nifty mein first we can see how ridiculous and insane this move has been. we were here when we went live, and now hum log dekh sakte hain prices have just shot up. So again, I would say this is a classic example of one Thursday expiry धमाका. Every Thursday we use the same word, Thursday expiry धमाका, क्योंकि धमाकेदार मूव करता ही है. And second, I would say this is short covering, and I may be wrong in this because I haven't looked at the data yet, but I would say this is short covering क्योंकि ऐसा move वरना नहीं आता, और there is some major event that is there. Maybe there is an ETF or something that has bought Nifty shares or something, which is why it's going up. But I would say likely those are the two scenarios. अगर बैंक निफ्टी देखते हैं, then for bank nifty you can see the price has not risen by that much. We can see this general resistance zone still holds around 41,350 or so. So for nifty I would say the close is likely to be around here 715 के आसपास. And if we consider that close, then in a way it will have given us mixed signals on the daily chart. Daily chart अगर हम देखते हैं, we can see there is one candle like this, then there is a Maru Bozu, and then we have a bullish candle like this. ये क्या दिखा रहा है? Mixed signals, because this candle shows that price is exhausting, this candle shows that bears are overpowering, and this candle shows कि bulls are buying from lower levels. Now देखते हैं who ends up being right. Generally on a Friday क्या होता है? We don't see a very decisive move, so it is still, I would say, likely to stay within this range. Not really, might not really give us a clear cut indication कि उसके इरादे क्या है. That would be my view for Nifty. For Bank Nifty, of course, the same thing holds. We can see a similar pattern, except Bank Nifty is not as bullish as Nifty is. Top stocks देख लेते हैं quickly. We can see this is what Reliance looks like on the daily chart. A quick tip, if you want to look at the stocks, you go on Money Control. Money Control में जाके आप Nifty 50 खोलो, and here you will get the biggest movers of Nifty. We can see one such mover is HDFC. HDFC अगर देखते हैं, if we look at the intraday price movement, we can see HDFC has gained a lot after 12 p.m. After 12 noon, we can see it's gained a lot. So this is one of the key stocks जिसने actually Nifty को ऊपर lift किया है. Another, as we saw, was JSW. Let's see JSW का क्या है. Yes, it's up around 6%, which is why Nifty is also up by a fair bit. We can see it's contributed around 20 points despite being not a very high heavyweight stock. So this is an important stock. Let's see आज कैसा किया है. We can see it was a gap up. Momentum was there throughout, और starting से ही वो फिर momentum वो follow कर पाया, which is an interesting thing. Next, let's see. Adani Ports is the next stock. So Adani, Ports. Adani Ports also, we can see tremendously bullish after 12 noon. We can see prices have just gone up. Reliance देख लिया, Adani Enterprises देख लेते हैं, and then we will shift to the questions. Adani Enterprises, I don't know why it's saying it's up. Maybe because यहाँ पे starting में ऊपर था and then it went flat. Not very good price action forming here. Axis Bank, fine. We can look at Axis Bank and we look at Concor. Any other stocks, please let me know. Otherwise, we can start winding up. Axis Bank is also up right now. Yes, correct. 1.5% up. Axis Bank, I feel the most interesting move is this one because we can see it was up 9%. 9% ऊपर on results. We can see these were the earnings और उसके हिसाब से ऊपर गया है, and we can see Axis Bank is actually well above 900 now, as you can see, and this is, I believe this is its ATH. Yes, it's its ATH. All-time high पे है Axis Bank. I believe the first bank. What is this dinosaur doing here? Just noticed it. But I believe this is the first bank that is around its all-time high, if I'm not wrong. Let's see some other banks. Okay, SBI is also here. That's good. Weekly chart pe. Kotak Bank is obviously nowhere near the highs. If we look at Fed Bank is around its highs too. Nice. So yeah, that's what IC Bank. IC Bank is just coming back from its highs. Not looking as strong as Axis was, basically. Even Canara Bank is doing good. Typically, I just tend to follow a lot of these stocks. क्या बोलते हैं? Nifty 50 stocks. Yeah, Canara Bank is also doing good. But again, see, at these price levels, I don't end up buying them. Because if you're buying them here at these highs, तो आपका ये risk reward क्या रहेगा? Which is why I would say it's better to try to find some opportunities here, or ideally, of course, here, because if you buy this reversal, then it's good. But if not, then at least some opportunities like this are better than to buy here, in my view. Concor, someone had asked, so we'll just quickly look at that, and after we look at that, then we can wind up. 4.42% up, 800 almost touched today. What's the high? 796 है. हम लोग देख सकते हैं 800 almost touched, so it's doing well. And this also we can see starting से ही bullish था. Prices went up. Maybe there's some theme here because there are some stocks that look very similar. Maybe there is some institutional buying theme here that is at play. देखते हैं. Let's see how things go. I think that's about it for this live stream. And yeah, I'll catch you all on Tuesday. Make sure you are following me on Crater, and also make sure you are subscribed on the YouTube channel, क्योंकि YouTube channel पे videos are posted practically every day, and it's not just market analysis videos. It's also stock picks. It's also concepts that are explained. In fact, right after our live stream right now, I'll be recording a very interesting video with someone else. So do check out the YouTube channel. Do make sure you're subscribed to that. And yeah, 76 followers on Crater. Let's try to inch that number closer to 100. And you can upvote streams on Crater as well. Not sure what exactly that does, but at least it shows me that, hey, y'all are enjoying these live streams. And yeah, I think I'll catch you all in the next session. See you all. Thank you very much. Happy trading, happy analysis. मिलते हैं अगले सेशन में, अगले वीडियो में.